Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss regarding the next semester topic, that is nuclear physics. This is the unit 3 and 7th paper. Okay. Today we are going to discuss regarding the nuclear physics introduction and what is nucleus, what are the constants present in the nucleus, okay, and what are the basic properties of nucleus, right? So in the last semester we have, okay, we have what electromagnetism and basic electronics. In this semester we have modern physics. Our paper title is what? Modern physics. Okay, modern physics. Modern physics. In this modern physics we have 4 units. Okay, this is 7th paper and main paper. Okay, this is the whatever the nuclear physics is our 3rd unit. Okay, first we are going through 3rd unit. Okay, which is very easy and very important, right? So today we are going to discuss regarding the introduction of nuclear physics. Okay, in that we have nuclear constants. First we have nuclear constants. See, we know that Rutherford alpha scattering experiment concluded that the atom consists of what? A central core nucleus, and around it there are some electrons revolve around the nucleus. Okay, Rutherford alpha scattering experiment concluded that in an atom the central core is positive charge, and around it we have electrons revolve around the nucleus. Okay, here the nucleus here, our title is what? Nuclear physics. So indeed the case study, we will study the nucleus in a very particular manner, okay, in depth. Okay, we know that only the nucleus consists of what? Protons and also neutrons. Okay, till now we know that the subatomic particles of atom are what? Electrons, protons and neutrons. Electrons will revolve around the nucleus, and the nucleus consists of what? Nucleus consists of what? Protons and neutrons. Okay, we know this only. Okay, here in the nuclear physics in degree we will study in depth. Okay, not only the protons and neutrons present in the nucleus, we have some other particles. Okay, we will see or we will study regarding those particles also in the nuclear physics. Okay, here the charge of the nucleus is completely, it is positive charge. Okay, and the proton charge is positive and neutron charge is neutral. We know that. Okay, and the mass of the proton is how much? 1.67462. Okay, 1.67261. Sorry, 261 into 10 power minus 27 kg. This is the mass of proton. And mass of neutron is same. Okay, similar to that of mass of proton, 1.67492 into 10 power minus 27 kg. This is the mass of proton and mass of neutron values. Okay, what about the mass of electron? Mass of electron is how much? 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kg. Okay, minus 31 kg, right? And what is the charge of proton? Charge of proton, you know that the charge of proton is 1.6 plus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. Okay, plus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. So these are the constants of nucleus. The nucleus consists of mainly the protons and neutrons and their masses and the charge of the proton. Whatever the charge of neutron is neutral. Okay, the entire charge on the nucleus is due to the protons consisting in it. Okay, now the question is, why we study the nuclear physics? The question is what? Here we know that the nucleus consists of protons and neutrons, and the protons are positively charged. Okay, so if according to Coulombic forces, positive charges will be repel, isn't it? If the nucleus consists of only protons, because Neutrons also present, but neutrons are neutral charge. We have only protons. Okay, the charge having only the protons having the charge positive. Okay, we know that according to Coulombic forces, positive charge and positive charge will be repelled. Then the question is, the big question mark is what? How the nucleus is stable, even though we have repulsive force between the protons, because proton having the positive charge, if two protons, for example, if we consider helium particle, it consists of two protons. Two protons nothing but what? Two positive charges in a nucleus. So if the two positive charges are nucleus present, okay, they will repel each other. But the entire nucleus is stable, even though it has some repulsive force. There is a what? The nucleus is stable. Why? The question mark. Which force is acting or which force is binding the nucleons? See, I consider one term here, nucleons. Nucleons are nothing but what? Combination of protons and neutrons are combinedly called, protons and neutrons are combinedly called nucleons. Okay, nucleons. Okay, protons and neutrons are combinedly called nucleons. These whatever the protons having positive charge, they are what? The nucleons are what? Stable in the nucleus. Why? What is the reason? What is the force which is binding these nucleons together, even though the protons having the positive charge? What is the force which is binding the nucleus? Okay, what is the reason that the nucleus is stable? So this we will learn in the nuclear physics. Okay, which is very important. This is the main question. Why the nucleus is stable even though the protons are positively charged? Okay, this is the big question mark. Okay, we will see all these things in the further classes. Okay, this is what introduction regarding the that is nuclear physics and the constituent of nucleons. Okay, and we also have what? Basic properties of nucleus. Okay, basic properties of nucleus. We will see. Next concept is what? Basic properties of nucleus. So we will see some of the basic properties of nucleus in this class. Okay, first one, nuclear mass. Okay, nuclear mass. What is nuclear mass? See, just now I said the nucleus consists of what? Protons and neutrons. So the sum of the protons mass plus sum of the neutrons mass. Okay, sum of the protons mass plus sum of the neutrons mass will give the total mass of the nucleus, isn't it? Total mass of the nucleus. Okay, sum of the mass of the protons plus sum of the mass of the neutrons, because the nucleus consists of two atomic particles, two subatomic particles, protons and neutrons. So here mp is nothing but what? Mass of each proton. Just now we discussed 1.67 into some 10 power minus 27 kg. So similarly mass of neutron. Okay. Now the question is here. See, in general the number of protons in the atom is nothing but what? Atomic number, that is represented by Z. Z gives what? Number of protons. Remember, these are the what basic things we have to remember. Z is what? Z represents what? Number of protons. Number of protons in an atom. Okay, Z gives the number of atoms. Number of protons in an atom. And N, capital N, gives the number of neutrons. Number of neutrons in an atom. Okay. Z gives the number of protons in an atom and N gives the number of neutrons in an atom. Okay. Now mass number, the total protons, number of protons, Z plus number of neutrons. Total number of protons plus number of neutrons will give what? Mass number represented by A, capital A. So capital A is equal to what? Number of protons plus number of neutrons. This is called mass number. Capital A is what? Mass number. We have to remember this. Okay, mass number. These are the basic things, right? Now Z is number of protons, N is number of neutrons, and A is what? Total number of neutrons and protons. Okay, right? Now here, now what is the total mass of the nucleus? How can we will give? See, the number of protons present in the nucleus are Z, and mass of each proton is what? Mp. Okay, so the total number of protons into mass of each proton will use the total mass of protons in the nucleus, isn't it? Plus, now total number of neutrons present in the nucleus are represented by capital N, and mass of each neutron is what? Mn, small mn. So the total mass of the protons plus the total mass of neutrons. Mass of each neutron is Mn. Total number of neutrons are capital N. So N into Mn will use mass of total neutrons, and Z into Mp will use mass of total protons. Okay, this will give the sum of mass of proton plus neutrons will give the total mass of the nucleus. Okay, total mass of the nucleus, that is capital N. Okay, so like this we will calculate the nuclear mass. Okay, nuclear mass. And one thing, the nuclear mass can be represented in terms of atomic mass unit, AMU. We can call AMU. Okay, 1 AMU is equal to 1.66 into 10 power minus 27 kg. This is 1/12 mass of carbon 612 atom. Okay, 1 AMU, atomic mass unit. The nuclear mass can be represented in the terms of atomic mass unit. Okay, that is AMU. AMU is what? Atomic mass unit. So 1 atomic mass unit is equal to how much? 1.66 into 10 power minus 27 kg. This is equal to what? 1/12 weight or 1/12 mass of 6012. Okay, here the mass number of carbon atom is what? 12. A is equal to 12. Okay, so atomic mass unit, and this atomic mass unit can be represented in the energy form also. If mass is converted into energy according to Einstein's mass energy relation, if this mass, simply we can call the carbon atom. The carbon atom having how much mass? Simply 12 AMU. Nothing but what? 12 into 10, 1.66 into 10 power minus 27 kg. Okay. For example, the mass of carbon atom is how much? 12 into 1.66 into 10 power minus 27 kg. Okay. Right. So, because 12 is the mass number into AMU will give the total mass of the atom. Okay, so like that, 12 into 1.66 into 10 power minus 27 kg. This is the mass of the carbon atom, we can call. Okay, mass of the carbon atom. Like that, we can find any mass of any atom. Okay, so this is the standard unit of measuring nuclear mass. Right? Now, this mass can be converted into energy. 1 AMU is equal to 1 atomic mass unit can be converted into energy. How much? 931.48 million electron volts. Okay, 931.48 million electron volts. So like that, we can also convert the atomic mass unit into energy. Okay, in terms of energy, that is 931.48 million electron volts. Okay, now next we have, this is the first basic property. Basic properties of nucleus. First, that is nuclear mass. Okay, we completed the nuclear mass. Right? Next we have nuclear charge. This is also simple. Okay, nuclear charge. Second one, we have nuclear charge. What is nuclear charge? Charge on the nucleus. What is charge on the nucleus? The number of protons. Because the charge on the nucleus is positive, and this positive is coming due to the number of protons. So number of protons is Z. So there are Z number of protons, and each the charge of each proton is how much? It is represented by E. So the ZE is the total positive. ZE is the total charge on the nucleus. For example, the charge on the proton, the charge on the nucleus, helium nucleus is how much? Simply Z is what? Number of protons, 2 into, because the helium having 2 protons and 2 neutrons. So 2 into 1.67. 1.67 10 power minus 27 kg. This is the sorry. So the charge is 2 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. Okay, charge of proton is a 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. Like this, the number of protons are 2. So 2 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 9 coulombs is the total charge on the helium nucleus. Like that, the nuclear charge is what? Simply the charge on the nucleus is given by the number of protons in it. Okay, number of protons in it. Okay, so this is what nuclear charge. Right? In the next class, we will discuss the remaining basic properties of nucleus. Okay, thank you.